Next stop, Scarborough Center Station.
Okay, I wanted to make this video for a while and share with you guys my love-hate relationship with Nova Bus, which they're basically manufactured in Quebec and New York. But some of you guys have even pointed out, like I feel like that I'm starting to have a hate for LFSs, and why is that? What's the deal with that? So, look at that. So we got the diesel LFS. And then you got the hybrid as well. So, for example, I'm here at Scarborough Center Station, and the diesel LFSs, for example, they're based out of Eglinton or Birchmount Division, while the Arctics and the hybrid, which you just saw, they're based at Malvern. So, as you guys saw, I just got off the 38 bus right there, 3469, which is actually one I've been on before because I jotted down on my notes. But what is the deal? What is the deal with this? So, again, as I mentioned, Nova Bus is manufactured right outside of Montreal, and that fittingly happens to be where a YouTuber that I watch, you guys might be familiar with this guy, Elton McFall. He always shit talks the Nova Buses. You know, they're Quebec made, but not just that. You know, I've been watching his videos for so many years, and he still continues to shit talk them. And you know what? I partially agree with him, because as I've heard from Montrealers like him and other people, the buses over there are terrible, and that's why they call them the scrap with an accent. But I'm not gonna like go into detail. And also, this is not a response to Elton or anything. I'm just here expressing my own opinion. So there is the diesel LFS. I think this one was built in 2015 or 16. I think it's 2015 LFS. Anyway, I do not like the diesels anymore because they're just a fucking common occurrence everywhere you go. Again, Nova LFSs, they are seen. Name any transit system in Ontario. Name anything. They have fucking Nova Bus. But also in Quebec, it's obviously a prominent thing because, again, as I mentioned, they're manufactured in Quebec. But the reason why I'm starting to have a little hate on Nova Bus is because there's just a common occurrence, especially these diesels here. Right? The diesels on the bad side. Okay, I know I've been filming a lot of bus rides on the diesel Novas, but okay, I want to film a bus route, and it doesn't matter what bus it is, that's fine. I'm not like Elton, where he always tries to avoid taking the Nova Buses from 2009 and up because, you know, he calls them the scrap, and he says they run like shit. And originally I thought these buses run like shit too, but they don't. They're not as bad as in Montreal and the other Montreal area bus. Look, here comes another hybrid LFS on the 130 Middlefield. Now these are the only Nova buses I like. Why? Because the hybrid LFSs, they offer a very comfortable and smooth ride. I was very excited to ride them for the first time, and I just, you know, I'm so glad that, you know, we have at least Nova Bus made a pretty comfortable bus. And plus, you know, it's relatively quiet. Like, even when it stops to idle, it doesn't really idle that much. So that's on that. Now to the Arctics. They could be a lot better. I used to like them, used to be fascinated with them, but they're just so they tend to run on the very shit roads, and they just don't run so well. Again, they're not as bad as the STM Arctics, but they really could be a lot better in I know all the Nova buses were just rebuilt, but again, like the Arctics, the articulated buses, they're still damaging our streets in Toronto. But nevertheless, it doesn't matter like what bus I get, I'm still gonna film it. But you know, as you guys have been pointing out, it feels like that I'm starting to have a hate for Nova buses. Well, at least for the diesel ones, because they're just so fucking common, and it's like, ugh, I'm sick and tired, and a lot of you guys are agreeing with me. But guys, as I was mentioning about Elton McFall, again, he continues to. I'm not roasting him or anything. He's a very nice guy, but I'm kind of like agreeing with him because, truth be told, I wrote the scrap myself. Oh, there's the hybrid I was on, just leaving, heading back to U of T Scarborough. Goodbye, Mr. Nova LFS hybrid. Yeah, as I was just saying, I've been on the scrap before. It was on the STM Route 11. I took it from Montreal to the park, and oh my god, they had some very fucking uncomfortable seats, and the windows they weren't too good, and it was a very bumpy, uncomfortable ride. If you ask Elton about it, he's gonna tell you how much he hates those buses. Now, I don't necessarily hate the STM's buses. I mean, sorry if I'm kind of biased, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, sure. I mean, Nova Bus really has to do better, you know, producing their buses for, you know, STM, STL, and the other systems, because, you know, it's Quebec made. But for TTC, it's not so bad. Okay, maybe for the Arctics, it could be a lot better. But it's just a common occurrence, and apparently I am so sick and tired of it. But that's life. That's life. That is life. So that bus you see over there, that's also an LFS diesel, but that is, I think it's built in 2018, 2019, one of the last diesel buses TTC has ordered because, you know, they want to go emission free. Fine by me. But yeah, that's just a little rant I want to make. Oh, yes. So enough comparing with the TTC to the STM. There's actually a few Nova buses from other transit systems I've been on, like My Way, Durham Region Transit, York Region Transit, and I think the worst type of Nova bus that's from all of the transit systems, I think the worst one I have been on is the YRT. It is fucking uncomfortable. Like, not only that it runs so bad, but there's not even a fucking request stop cord. Like, I'm like for example, like I'm at the back right here. Like, let's say I'm at the back. Right? There's no fucking stop request cord on the YRT buses. It's just, I was super upset. Lucky me, it was a very short ride, but I was not pleased with YRT. So a big fuck you to the people over at Nova Bus and YRT for not making it accessible. I was gonna make a rant on that, but you know, in that sort of case. But at the same time, it's good to state your own opinions. My Way buses, okay, the Nova buses there, not so bad. Same with DRT. And Oakville Transit is meh. That's all I can say. But STM, it's kind of atrocious there. And yeah, and I know this is kind of fitting because Elton did post a video about how he still feels about the Nova buses. It was like last week. But again, this is not a response to him because I wanted to make a video like this for a really long time about how I feel about Nova buses personally. And you know, it feels like almost over half of our bus fleet is made up of Nova Bus. But needless to say, there are still Orions left in service, and that's what I'm really happy about. Orions front, center, but unfortunately, at least half of them have retired, and we're going to expect the NG hybrids to be gone, and the OG ones as well. You know, the diesels, hybrids, so... And speaking of which, there's a Orion next generation hybrid. I love the Orion so much. Great ride, great engine, compulsion. But I may not actually like have a negative reaction to Nova Bus like Elton has. I mean, still, the STM still has some older Nova buses from the 2000s that we don't even have, well, except for Brampton Transit. the second gen, third gens. We were mostly made out of fourth gens rather. You know, newer ones. You know, STM really. I hear STM really wants to spend so much money on Nova Bus, especially, you know, in Longueuil and Laval, other Quebec transit buses. But yeah, guys, that's just my point. Just wanted to make a little quick rant about how I feel about Nova Buses. There's the boring diesel LFS. Yes, the diesel LFS. I am very sorry if I'm being repetitive, but these are like one of the most boring buses I've been on. I mean, again, they're not terrible. They're just a very common occurrence, and I'm just so sick and tired of seeing them. Yeah, guys, leave me your comments down below what you think about my quick rants, because, you know, some of you guys are trying to agree with me on how Nova Buses are just so fucking common. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Say goodbye to Mr. Orion 1232. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more videos, check members as well. If you want to support my channel, you can donate via Super Thanks or PayPal. Your support would be generally appreciated. I'm gonna head down to Robarts Library to study. I have a long way to go. I got 3 subway lines to take. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Take care, adios, bye-bye.